looking for more encounters, creatures, spells, and player options for your Feywild campaign, then we've got the review for you. Jimmy at Splinterverse sent us a copy of their Feywild Companion, and after looking this bundle over, I can see why it's been a gold seller. Before I get into this review, hi, I'm Dawn. This is Roll for Initiative. Make sure that you're subscribed because we make videos here every week all about tabletop RPGs and our other geeky interests. So that way you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Okay, let's delve into the Feywild Companion. So before even opening this, I realized you get a lot of bang for your buck. This bundle has a lot. I'm going to put it up all on the screen here so I don't run out of breath trying to list it all. And once you get into the book, the first thing that really jumps out is the artwork. There is some truly gorgeous artwork in here that brings the creatures, items, and world of the Feywild to life and can really help inspire your games. I did notice a little bit of inconsistency in the art style. This is probably due to the wide number of artists who worked on this book, and a couple of the pieces, I think just because they were a different style, looked a little less than finished, or perhaps had been scaled up to fit the layout. Very, very small gripe. Loved all of the artwork, and it certainly does not detract from the value of this companion. Overall, this book really embraces the weirdness and of time and appearances in the Feywild, with a lot of focus on mirror elements, which makes sense as the domain included is based on the idea that the Feywild is a strange reflection of the prime material plane. The first thing you'll run across are 3 character origins, which is 2 lineages and 1 race. Both the Feybound and Greenseer lineages are pretty cool. The Feybound accounts for changes that would happen to a person who spent too much time in the Feywild and became a bit Fey themselves, and the Greenseer is clearly inspired by like the Greenmen, as they have like plant appearances like hair and stuff like that. The Kiloran race is interesting, although it didn't quite draw me as much as the 2 lineages. I think partially because I found it a little bit harder to envision, and maybe that would have helped with a little bit more information about that race. But the artwork gives you an idea. There are 2 new backgrounds, Clown and Dreamer. I think the Dreamer background provides some really cool hook and roleplay opportunities based off of, fun dreams that turn out to be true. There is a new subclass for every class, including the Artificer. A number of them have to do with mirrors or dreams, and the 2 that really stood out to me are the Barbarian Path of the Blinking Pack, which is based on blink dogs, so there's some fun like teleportation and like pack abilities in there, and then the Paladin Oath of the Beauty. And this one, while I could see you play this subclass as kind of a well-intentioned character, I could also see it working for an evil line character and can be pretty open as, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Ooh, could you have an Oath of the Beauty Paladin Beholder? I want to give a big thanks to all of our patrons, especially Tucker. If you want to support our channel, you can head on over to patreon.com/rollforinitiative and check out the perks of being a patron. All right, let's get back to this review. The Dualist Domain, as I said, is based on this idea of the Feywild being a weird reflection of the prime material plane, hence a lot of the focus of abilities, spells, and items in this book being reflections or mirror-based. It's a pretty cool setting. Speaking of new items, I really like Davik's dancing drum, the Satyr's drinking horn, and all of the Feywild flowers. There's even a random table of Fey trinkets that is really lovely and can spark some really cool ideas for players and DMs. Included are a number of optional rules. I particularly like the optional rule of the Fey portals, and then there are also instructions on altering creature sizes. So this is really great because then in addition to the 17 creatures, including in the bestiary, this rule can open up any creatures in any other books to be Fey by messing with their size. So you can have like a giant insect walking around or a little owl bear that fits in the palm of your hand. Now I want an owl bear that fits in the palm of my hand. Make it happen. Speaking of the bestiary, you're going to find some traditional Fey creatures like a redcap and wendigos, but there are also a number of creatures I haven't seen anywhere else, like the Candling, which I love the idea of a wizard having one as a familiar. always having a light to read by. The Fey Norm, which could have an entire adventure built around this creature, and the Glass Whale, which I could see a very beautiful and dangerous encounter involving this creature. You're also going to get 6 encounters and 2 adventures, one involving a Mondron chessboard encounter and has clearly a lot of like Alice in Wonderland vibes to it. So all in all, if you are looking to expand your Feywild campaign, I think the Feywild Companion book is for you. Use the links in the description to get 20% off the PDF or the physical book. All right, so how about you? What do you like about Feywild campaigns? Have you picked up this book? What are your thoughts? I'd love to know more in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Roll for Initiative. Bye! Did I do everything I did? And the sound's recording this time. That was the couch.